All right, Shalom Akyam, Zahar Spirit Wind Judah, GMS Mississippi Camp. Hey, well, first I want to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakadash, double honor to our apostle, great millstone, well, peace and blessed in the house of David the elect. All right, I was a Harvard to my left.
Yashima.
All right, hey, today we're going to go into a topic entitled King of the Earth, man. All right, when you commit a crime, you go to the United States court system. And if it's a supreme crime or there's a supreme situation, you go to the Supreme Court. But outside of the Supreme Court, if there's a crime, you have what? The United Nations court system. All right? But all these are court systems created by Esau, who ironically committed the most crime on the planet Earth. So when you see the injustices that happen on the planet Earth, such as robbery of the whole Earth, all right? For an example, I was studying fish. Like if you have a fish aquarium, right? You have to filter your fish tank, right? You have to get a filter for your fish tank to make sure the water is clean enough for the fish to inhabit. All right. You have to clean the fish tank. You have to clean the fish tank out weekly, bi-weekly, whatever, right? All right. And there's all these prerequisites to put a fish in the fish tank. But what about who fucked up the ocean? You know how much plastic is in the ocean? You're killing your life source. All right. So Esau has all these little rules in his world. But look what you did to the earth. So who's going to judge you, man? There's a power that rules his earth. All right. And you're going to find out. Okay.
This is Psalms 47:2. For the Lord Yahweh Bashim Ashah, Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth.
He is a great king over all the earth. Is that a pride thing? Ha ha, I'm the king of the earth. No, what do kings do? They regulate, they rule, they balance everything out. All right, even in the ecosystem, if a species overpopulates, the Most High creates a virus specifically for that species to depopulate it to keep an equilibrium in the ecosystem, man. Whereas imbalances or injustice on the earth, the Most High takes over, man. That's why kingdoms come and they go, man. All right. And from there, I want you to get Sirach 10th chapter. You can start at the 4th verse.
And the 4th.
Yep. All right. Because we live in, there's a saying in the world when they say this is a white man's world. We live in a so-called white man's world, man. All right? Because you'll get a speeding ticket for going 60 miles an hour, but who's going to check you for putting a whole nation of people in slavery? Who do you answer to?
Identity theft.
Identity theft, human trafficking. Who's going to charge you, man? That's why the Most High is the king. He's the judge, and we're giving the sentence. Now the judgment is going to come from the king, man, and it's coming. All right?
This is Sirach 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
The kingdom of a prudent man is well ordered, man. The government of a prudent man. Okay, go ahead.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
All right, because if the kingdom was righteous, then the people on earth is going to be righteous, man. If this was literally one nation under God or one nation under the Most High, they would at least keep the laws. It would at least be illegal to be a homosexual. It would at least be illegal to commit adultery. All right, go ahead.
Verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
An unwise king destroyed this people. That's why it says in Psalms 12:8, what? The wicked walketh on every side when the balanced men are exalted, man. All right, there's a song, When I Rule the World, man. All right, if I rule the world, and there were hypothetical scenarios of how it would be if they rule the world. Well, Esau rules the world, man. And what you call democracy, or what you call freedom, freedom from the Most High. Religious freedom in Babylon was freedom to be a damn demon, man. Freeing oppression in Britain. That's why we got damn Edomites running Australia. They were damn convicts, man. The song, the record label, Convict Music.
Convict Music.
Hey, westernization, man, it's a convict music, man. This whole realm, this demonic vibration that the earth is under, man, is under a convict ruling, man. Like how to say that old serpent.
It's a prison house.
It's a prison house, man.
It's a prison house, man. That's why scripture say how he never let go of his prisoners, man. You know, because you can be out of prison, but you still within the prison, man.
Hey, going back. Go ahead, brother.
That was it.
Going back to the fish thing, right?
Yeah.
You can't pack so many fish in an aquarium because they'll get frustrated.
Yeah.
There's a bio load, so each fish has his space in which he has to have bowel movements, and that'll suck up the oxygen. Mm-hmm. So there's all these rules for getting a pet. All right, but what about the bio load of the earth? Mm-hmm. You're packing everybody in these dense cities. Mm-hmm. All right, most states are the country, but you packed everybody in these dense cities with all recycling cesspool water. All right, you dumping everything in the ocean, oil spills in the ocean. Mm-hmm. All right, who's gonna judge you for that, man? All right.
It's in verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Yep, and you can skip to verse 8, I believe.
Okay, come. Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings.
There we go. Because of unrighteous dealings. How many treaties did you break, man? Unrighteous dealings. Esau wants you to forget the poor foundation in which he set this country on. All right? Go ahead, brother.
And it says injuries and riches got by deceit.
Injuries, man. Death. You got sharks still swimming on the, what's the Atlantic Ocean? Mm-hmm. Those hundreds of thousands of bodies that dropped and they still found in the ocean, man.
The middle passage.
The middle passage, man. Jake's scared to jump in water to this day, man. I don't know the depths of this knowledge, but that's what they call post-traumatic slave syndrome, man. Some stuff that in your spirit that fucked you up because of what happened to you as a nation back in slavery, man. Eve get on the phone, all of a sudden she sound like a so-called white woman, man. Or she get around Edomites and throw you under the bus. All right, who taught her that, man? All right, hey, man, you gotta pay for that, man. You gotta pay for putting the whole world under demonic vibration. But there's a judge, there's a king who's been observing the whole time from his throne, man. All right, go ahead.
It said the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Guess who? Hey, you're losing your grips on the kingdom now. Part of the way we know you're losing your grips on the kingdom, because nobody respects you. Respect comes with power. Mm-hmm. A sign that you're in power, everybody respects you. Mm-hmm. Nobody respects you now. You losing your woman.
Yeah, they everything Esau puts out. You know, everyone is second guessing it. You know, everybody's investigating what he's saying.
Yep.
You know,
they're
coming up, you know, with the truth. You know, because like a king's word will be a decree. But now Esau's word, you know, he lost his credibility, man. You know, an unrighteous king, because back then your word was very important as a king, man. That's why even like during the time, you know, when Daniel, you know, when King Darius made a decree, you know, that you couldn't pray to any other God, you know, and Daniel was found doing so, you know, he had witnesses against him, you know, Darius didn't want to put Daniel in the line then because Daniel was very, very valuable to him because of his wisdom. But because everybody had heard his word, he had to do it, man. That's how important the king's word was with John the Baptist. You know, Herod, he didn't want to behead John the Baptist because he didn't want no uproar in his realm. But because everyone heard his word at the party, that he would give his wife whatever she wanted, you know, his wife's daughter whatever she wanted, you know, he had to do it because he put his word on it, man. But see, Esau's word ain't got no more credibility, man. You see? And that's why people are looking at him underhanded, man. You know, that's why no one respects him, man. You know?
You made a statement earlier. You was like, we're in the prison.
Mm-hmm.
All right, look at the earth, man. The earth was created to be a paradise, man. If you like art, if you like nature, the earth is a living canvas. The earth is a living piece of artwork. But you're in a prison because you have to go to work in a box for 8 hours, then go back to your other box for 8 hours to go to sleep in it, man. You're totally out of tune with this earth that the Most High created for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're in a prison because you're subject to do that because you have to pay those bills for that artificial world that you live in, man. All right, go ahead.
This is Sirach 18:1. It said, "He that liveth forever have created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but He, who governeth the world with the palm of His hand."
Who governeth the world with the palm of His hands, man. All those governments are under the submission of the Most High. All those kingdoms, man. They're born and put to death by the order of the Most High. He controls the human kingdom, the animal kingdom, all those kingdoms. All right.
It says, "And all things obey His will."
All things obey His will, man. All right.
"For He is King of all, and by His power dividing holy things among them from profane." You know, that's the separation of Jacob and Esau. You know, because Jacob was meant to be holy. See, the elect have coming back into their holy stead through repentance and faith. You know, and Esau is their profane man, you know, that's outside of the temple, whom the Lord is finna judge, man. You see, every heathen had their chance at rulership, but this is why the Lord is finna set up an eternal rulership under Yahushua. He finna set up His king, man, because all judgment is given unto Yahushua. He's the one that's going to execute the judgment from the Most High, man. That's why Yahushua is coming back to wage war. That's why Yahushua is going to put 1,000 years, all right, of rigorous captivity on these other nations, man. And we pray to be joint heirs with it. But Yahushua is going to execute their judgment from on high, man, because of what these nations have done, man. You know? That was it on that.
Yeah, you go to Psalms. Psalms 5:8 you had?
Oh, Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes a lot.
This is a book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 8. It says, "If thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter." And they really cut on the whole Black Lives Matter movement. And they're one that's out there protesting. We're not supposed to marvel when we see Jake, you know, get gunned down unarmed, man. You know, because we know it's a judgment from on high that's to come, man. You see, so we're not supposed to marvel, you know, at the unrighteous judgment that Esau Edom is putting forth, man, because we understand, like the scripture say, the Most High put him in slippery places, man. He reserved for wrath, man, you know, and all he doing is working towards his judgment. Whenever you see Esau doing some wickedness, you know, all this witchcraft, all this, you know, deception he's pushing in the earth, man, you know, all he doing is working up to that great judgment that he's reserved for, man. And it says, "Marvel not at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than
regarded." That means he's intaking everything that you're doing, man. He was absorbing everything you was doing. That's why I said what the Most High required that which is past, man. From the time you sold your birthright to now, man, you've been documented. You'll be like that on the job, man. You hit a Jakes on the job, they'll be stealing. Esau walk right past him. Hey, how you doing? The whole time he documented, he getting build up. So he got footage of you walking into the room stealing. He got documents of the imbalance of the inventory because of you. But next thing you know, he executed and old dude get carried off in the police car. Hey, Esau, you about to get carried off in the police car, man. Your kingdom is through.
With their kings and chains and feathers, man.
You
know, and Esau, he even does that, you know, with his drug task force, man. He let Jake, you know, get those sale charges. You know, he let Jake keep selling to the undercover. You know, well, the Most High has all your sale charges, man. You know, all your robbery, rape, you know, blasphemy. He had all your charges on record, man. You know, your case has been built. Now it's time for that execution, man. Even going back to Cain, you've been a fugitive ever since Cain and Abel, man. You know, so now we're in a time where the Lord is finna round you devils up, man. And great judgment is coming, man. This is Psalms 75, and I started 4. It says, "I said unto the fools," Psalm 75:4. "I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn," which is their power. It said, "Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck, for promotion comes neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, So promotion don't come from anywhere on earth, man. You know,
but it goes to show you like the whole black supremacy thing.
Yeah,
it's all a hoax.
Yeah,
we're not gonna promote ourselves into coming. We're not gonna take over Esau's kingdom by our own might, man.
Yep.
You know,
especially when the guys are black, man.
Yeah.
As soon as you put black, all right, as your banner, you through. Man. Verse 7. But the Most High is the judge. He put it down one and set it up another. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red, it is full of mixture, and he poured out of the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. So the Most High, he set one up and he put it one down. That's where promotion come from, man. You see, the same power that promoted you is finna demote you, man. That's why the head gonna be the tail and the tail gonna be the head. He had the power to demote and promote within the earth, man. What kingdom he wants to rule, how long he wants to rule, and what kingdom comes in power next, man.
Well, that's manifested in the scripture. The plowman shall overtake the reaper.
Yep.
And that's the Most High plucking one kingdom and planting another kingdom in this place.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It said, but I will declare forever, I will sing praise to the Most High of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted, man. And that's the time we coming into, man. See, Esau's power finna be cut off because the Lord Esau is leasing their left hand energy, man. But see, the Lord finna draw that back, man. You see, Esau has no power within himself, man. You know, he's been set up. Most High propped him up, man. Even this great deception that Esau is doing, you know, you look at him like, damn, he's an evil genius. Them the Most High ideas, man. You know, that's like you see a Jake, you know, every week he in a different car, you know, he in the club, he buying a bar, you know, he got all these women, you know, but then you find out there's somebody else's money he playing with, man. Them somebody else's cars he driving, man. You know, that nigga propped up. Well, that's how Esau is, man. You know, he barring the earth, man. And the Lord is finna cut him off, man. You know?
When you get done with that, we're gonna close it out with Psalm 75, 7 and 8.
Psalms
75,
7 and 8.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I just read.
Oh, you said, yeah, the promotion come from the Most High?
Yeah.
Yeah, read that. That's the spirit then.
Come. This Psalm 75 and 7. It says, but the Most High is the judge. He put it down one and set it up another.
Hey, and the other that he's gonna set up, well, you might as well get 2 Ezra 6 and 7.
Come.
All right. And we'll just close it out with that.
This book is 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. And it said, then answer I and said, what shall be the part and son of the times, or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Yeah. And
he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Yep. And which that was back in Genesis 25th chapter, showing you that everything that happens in the word is spiritual. Is indicative of something else. Okay.
And it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Now, Esau has a play on words with the word world. But really, Esau was the end of his own rulership. He's the end of evil. He's the end of the manifestation of evil. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followed it. All right, we just read an example of that, or something that went into that Psalm 75. Promotion cometh of the Most High. He put it down one, set it up another. All right, that's second Ezra 6 and 7. Esau was the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. It is not like we're going to rule the world and be the chocolate version of Esau's kingdom.
Yeah. The
so-called black version of Esau's kingdom.
That's what Black Lives Matter is all about.
Yeah.
You know, because they really trying to make a covenant with Esau, man.
Yeah.
You know, to move forward within this new world order, man. But no, Esau's finna be judged, man. Famine is part of Esau's judgment, man. For his inhabitants to starve, man. That's how the Most High judges, man. All right, Esau throw you in prison. You know, he put you on the death row. You know, he'll give you different fines and, you know, all these different things that you would have to pay. But see, the Lord judgment, his judgment is going to be with great fire. You know, it's going to be with destruction of your whole infrastructure. You know, and it's going to be the overthrow of your empire, man. You know, that's why so much death is coming to the earth. That's judgment, man.
Mhm.
Just how much, why so much judgment finna come to Jake, you know, that's judgment, man. You know, so as we see these things play out on the planet Earth, man, we gotta understand that's that judgment from the terrible king, man. You know, the scriptures say, he full of grace and mercy, but he also full of wrath, man. And right now it's the time of wrath because it has to be a lot of correction done in the earth. A lot of judgment has to go forth in the earth, man.
And how will the Most High use us as vessels, hey, to push that vibration more out there? Hey, he's that great and terrible demon. He's that great and terrible energy that causes catastrophic events on the planet Earth, man.
I'll read the brother and close it out.
All right.
This is on GMS North Carolina 777. And it says on Psalms 115:3, but our power is in the heavens. He have done whatsoever he pleases.
Hey, there you go. Ain't the water for that scripture, bro. Hey, and that's the Most High, man. Everything he does is by his own will, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Esau is not just a free will entity on earth, man, like you think he is, man. But did you have any closing statements?
That was it, bro.
And well, with that, we hope the brothers are edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh by Shemi, Hawashai, by Storm Kakwadash, double underside apostles, great millstone with well, peace and blessed house of David the elect. Till the next time, Shalom.
Shalom.